What's up, and welcome to Stick It. My name is Lindsay Lee Hobson, and I'm an inspirational speaker and personal coach who started a revolution for young adults. And hashtag Monday Motivation, brand new week. And you know what's crazy? You may not be watching this on my Facebook page. What? If you're on my Facebook page, you probably just noticed the new cool, other way. Where's that new cool logo? Other than that, this is the first time, and I've been in marketing as my side job for a very long time now. This is the first time I've been live for Stick It. I'm not used to this camera. On LinkedIn and on YouTube. So if you're joining me on any of those platforms today, please comment and let me know. It's pretty exciting to be here with you. And I've got someone watching me. I've got a little eyeball and a love heart, and I'm assuming that's Facebook. So if you're one of my regulars, jump on and comment because it'll be really, really good to see you. And if you are joining me for the first time on LinkedIn, I used to do Facebook Lives all of the time. And then when COVID came around, it really impacted where I live, like hugely, absolutely hugely. And I've been talking to millennials and Gen Zs around the world, right? It's been something that I've been doing for the Stick It. Well, it's nearly our first birthday, which is super, super, super excited. Hey, thanks for joining. Make sure you comment. Let me know that you're here. Would love to know who's here with me today. And there's just a lot of anxiety. And I remember saying to Andy Reid, who runs the Silver Linings interview series. If you haven't seen any of his lives, I'm sure he does it on LinkedIn as well, but on Facebook, I was scrolling through the other day and he's standing there dancing. He's really entertaining. So make sure you check him out. He interviewed me when COVID first became a really global issue. And I remember saying to him, for those millennials and Gen Zs who hadn't experienced anxiety or depression before, this is what it's like. They're getting an on the ground, like real world feeling example of what it's like. And for me, I grew up with a lot of anxiety. Like a lot of anxiety. It was debilitating. I couldn't even get through a whole day of school without being in the counselor's office in tears. Little things would set me off. Panic attacks almost every single day. Now, I've managed to overcome that. And if you're someone who suffers from anxiety and depression, or maybe that since COVID, being locked in your home, you're feeling exactly the same way. Like maybe you're just feeling that, hey, Shani, looking forward to talking to you later as well. Lovely to see you here. If you're someone who's been feeling since COVID came around, this anxiety, it's almost like there's dust all in the air and you can't see what's in front of you and things are kind of just burning. The way that we operate in the world is completely changed. And as a millennial and Gen Z, we had enough stress as it is because there's a lot of us trying to choose our careers. There's a lot of us trying to figure out who we are, where our place in the world is. And yet there's this major world pandemic that's happening. Yeah, Shani, good to have you here as well. It's this major world pandemic that's happened that's completely changed the environment. And the dust hadn't settled yet when I did this interview with Andy. It had not settled. Hey, Carly, thanks for joining. And so we're standing there and we have no idea where to go. And it's stressful not knowing what's going to happen. And it's scary not knowing if you take a step, is it going to be the right direction? And it was hard enough. It was hard enough, man, being a millennial and a Gen Z before that. Trust me, I'm a millennial right on the cusp of Gen Z. We've got enough going on and we are so misunderstood. It's not funny. There's a whole, I could go on that topic for ages, but that's not the point of today. And when this all happened, there was a little bit of hype about it. The energy was high. When COVID happened, the energy was high. And I know this is a little while ago, and there's going to be people watching this going, oh, it's old news. It's not old news for people who suffer with anxiety and depression. It is not. It is real. It is happening right now. We had enough going on. And so today, from my heart to yours, if you're feeling the anxiety, if you're feeling the depression, especially if you're a millennial and a Gen Z, you have an incredible goodness inside of you and the ability to make a massive difference in this world. And your challenge is finding ways to take the power back from your anxiety and your depression. And yeah, that can be hard. 110%, that can be hard. Tell me about it. I have been there and I have done that. But let me be a living testament that you can do it too. It's been 8 years since I've had a panic attack. It's been 8 years since I felt depressed. And through this world pandemic, yeah, it's hard. Don't get me wrong. Here in Melbourne, where I live, we're in stage 4 lockdown. We're not allowed out after 8 p.m. And Australia has been a free country. That is rare and unusual. I don't think it has happened, potentially ever. Not a history buff, but it hasn't happened in a really long time that we have been impacted like this. We are hugely affected by this, and there's a lot of people I know in Melbourne. There's a lot of people I know around the world. There's a lot of people I know who'll be watching this now, and people that I don't know, who are feeling stressed and unsure about their futures. And you know what? It is a scary time, but I know that you have got what it takes to break free from your anxiety and break free from your depression. Sometimes you just need a reminder. Sometimes you just need a little bit of support. And sometimes you just need the tools in your toolkit to be able to go out there and make it happen. So if you are someone who completely relates to everything I've been saying, who really feels it, who's been really anxious about what they're going to do next. Yeah, Russell. Where's Rupert? I'm so confused. Rupert, any of you guys who watch my lives on a regular basis, this plant just here, that's Rupert. And he often gets a shout out from some of my regulars who watch these. So if you're someone who relates, who's feeling anxious, depressed, stressed, you do not have to do this alone, and I believe in you. I've been coaching and speaking with millennials and Gen Zs for a really long time. I've been a qualified life coach for 8 years. And I've helped a lot of people in that time overcome it, and I've done it myself. You can do it too. If you want some help, there's a Facebook group, which I'll comment here as well in just a minute, that you can join that I run. And just the other day, I did a live in there, just like this one, only less fancy because it didn't have the cool logo thing that I've now figured out how to do. Woohoo! With techniques and strategies to help you overcome anxiety and depression. And not only that, it's a really cool place to hang out. There's a lot of motivated and empowered millennials and Gen Zs in there, and there's a few Gen X as well. So I'll pop the link in there now. I would really love to see you in there. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this while we're live. I would really love to see you in there because it's a fantastic place for people just like us to get some extra support and extra help. It's a great place to get support. You don't have to do this alone. So today, I'm going to be doing this hashtag Monday motivations. I'll get used to this camera soon. Hashtag Monday motivations every Monday, clearly. And I'm going to be bringing you things like this, messages of love, because you've got this. I believe in you. You have incredible things to give to this world. And I would love to see you in the Facebook group, because Stick It, there we go, is the revolution to empower 1 million young adults around the world to break the mold. And if for you, your mold is anxiety and depression, if for you, that's where you're stuck, you can take your power back. I know you can, and I cannot wait to see you in the group. So make sure you join, click the link. I just posted it in the comments. And most importantly, guys, remember to stick it.